Hello everyone! Today I just wanted to go over the basics of creating my low sew imitation patchwork turtleneck pullover. I've got a free pattern or guide, if you will, on my website. It's more of an instructional, just for you to work with whatever scraps you've got on hand. This was kind of made on a whim, but I have had a lot of requests for a tutorial or instructional on how to create this. So basically what I did, I just worked in rows. Each of these squares is 16 stitches by 10 rows, and I did work it in panels. So I did the front panel, the back panel, and then each sleeve. So the only sewing is really just along the shoulder seams and then just up the sleeve and around and down the sides. So you don't have to seam together every single square, which is great. That's what I don't like about patchwork projects. So instead what this is just color changing. So you would do 16 stitches here and then change to a new color and then another 16 stitches and so on, and come back and change colors each time for 10 rows and then repeat. So for me and my tension, each square equals about 8.5 grams of worsted weight yarn. You can always do one quick square to double check if you want, or round up to 9 grams just to be safe, but really it's more like 8.2 something, so I'm saying 8.5, and that's already a bit rounded up. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is a little bit of math. Each of these squares equals about 5 inches by 5 inches. Now I've got 6 squares going across here, so that's 30 inches or 60 inches around. And then I've got 4 squares going down, so that's 20 inches down plus whatever, however long you make your ribbing. So for the next sweater I make, I'm probably going to do the same width and then probably add an additional square just so that it's a little bit longer. But what I like to do is just grab a few random skeins that I want to use. They don't have to be full skeins or anything. You're going to weigh each one. This whole sweater itself weighs about 700 grams. So for me, adding a little bit of length, that'll probably be about 750, 775 maybe. So just grab some yarn. You can weigh it all together and kind of see like if it's around the total that you need. And then you're going to weigh each skein. So this amount that I've got here is 62 grams. So 62 grams divided by 8.5 equals 7.2, and we have to round down, so I'm going to be able to get about 7 squares out of this. So then repeat for each amount of yarn that you have so that you know how many squares you're going to get out of each one, and take notes so you don't forget. This is 86 grams divided by 8.5. That's going to give me 10 squares. So I've calculated that the layout that I want is going to be a total of 84 squares. And with the colors that I chose, these are the amount of squares that I'm going to be able to get from them. Now I know that I'm going to do my ribbing in black because I have a separate skein set aside for that. So I'm going to just mark my ribbing. So for these numbers, to kind of map it out, I find that it makes the most sense to start with the highest number, so 20 black squares, and I don't really want those to be touching the ribbing, so I'm just going to kind of figure out maybe like 10 on the front and 10 on the back. So I'm just going to kind of map that out. And then when you consider the back, you also wouldn't want the side pieces touching with the side pieces. So like this one is second from the bottom on this side, and so you don't want to make this one black. Okay, my next highest number is beige, and I've got 14 of those. So let me try to find 7 spaces on the front and 7 spaces on the back for this. Gold and pick some. And you want to start considering not leaving any 2 squares touching together because I do have white as part of my mix, so I'm not going to want to have 2 white squares touching together. So I'm really going to start trying to break it up now. I'm going to start with my sand color. All that's left is brown. Okay, and then the remaining ones are going to be white. So now that I've got it all planned out, I'm just going to start at one edge and make these chains and just work the patchwork back and forth across. So each square is 16 stitches wide, so I'm going to start with that. And then on the 16th chain, you would pull through with the next color. I like to find yarn at the thrift store. So this is a great project for that because usually you'll find like one skein of yarn and that's not really enough to make anything with. So in this case, you get to kind of play around with different colors. Okay, on that last one, I'm going to do a 17th stitch so that I can work that as a turning chain and work into the second chain from the hook. So we're going to do 16 half double crochet across this chain. And on this 16th stitch, I'm working the wrong side, so I'm going to bring this tail towards me and pull up my next loop in my next color. So you're going to get this first loop and then the 15 following ones. So now you've got the entire left side started, and then you're just going to continue working one turning chain at the edge and work in back loops only every row for 10 rows, and then you're going to change colors to your next column of choices.